Good evening. So, the job that we're away to do just now is that lately, with the late nights coming in, I've been struggling to do unloading with the loader just because it's an old tractor. It's just in case you didn't know, it's an International 784. And because she's an oldie, she doesn't have like the big light bars that some of the modern ones have. So the only light that's provided is the side lights, which is obviously pretty much useless. And also these two lights at the front. One's full beam, one is your dipped light, similar to your cars, but obviously they're only shining on the lower downside. Here's Jackie, my little assistant. So the plan is to install these LED units up on the top. My plan is to see if I can route them somewhere around about the vents. I was going to try and do the bars at the side, but the way the door swings, it's just going to get in the way. I was trying to get ones that kind of blended in because it's an older tractor, but sadly it's not going to be possible. So these are LEDs, two of. They came with the brackets. I ordered separately 2 cables that will go onto each one of these, and that will then connect to the wiring harness. So it's got the standard plug here, which is fully waterproof, on-off switch, and also because I don't want to put too much power onto the tractor, it's got a proper relay and it's fused, and this is going to be connected into, I'm kind of hoping that I can get into the existing wiring harness, but I don't know this tractor enough. So what we'll do is we'll crack on, we'll open it up and see if we're going to connect directly to the battery or to the harness. So we'll see as we go on. So the first thing to do is that I literally need to get access to under here. This is where the battery is located. So we'll just unscrew these. And hopefully, this one's still attached. Try this out. Luckily enough, the exhaust actually does lift off quite handily to give access. Not a standard feature, I must say. Here we've got the standard 12-volt battery. Looks like we've got 2 fuse boxes here. Normally one is providing 12-volt power when the ignition's off, and another one will provide it only when the ignition's on. So what we'll do is we'll connect one cable to the, I'll put this in here so you can see. We'll put one cable into the negative terminal, and then we'll connect this to these here. So there's no voltage on that. I'll just touch another one. So that must be the ignition fuse box. And then we should get 12 volts here. There we go. So it's 12 volts in. So what I'll do is I will take a loop off one of them. I'll go and put the ignition on just to double check. So let's put the ignition on, which is down here. See the lights on the dash. The one we was touching should now have power. It does. So what we'll do is we'll take our power supply off that one. So what I'll do is I'll leave that there so you can see 12 volts. I'll just turn the ignition off again just to double check. It should go to 0, which it has. My little assistant is nodding. What we'll do is we'll take the live feed off there. We'll tap into the negative cable here just for easiness, and then we'll run the cables. So we'll take off all these screws. So we can run the cable from the battery compartment through to the actual cab itself. I don't think there's very much screws holding this on. I guess over the years people have not put them back in. So there should be yeah, there's a gap just there. You can just see the top of the battery box right where my finger is. So what we'll do is we'll run the cables through, and then I'll try and decide where I want to put the switch. So we'll push these cables through into the go through the other side. Have a look. So that's that pulled through. So what we'll do is we'll snip the end of this. We'll strip the end off. Pair of crimps. Put the red on. Right, so that's now ready to get connected on there. So we're going to put the switch right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole here, just wide enough to slot this in. Whole board. It's not the best one, but it'll do. That slots in quite nicely. So we'll just connect it to the cable and get that one tidied up, and then we'll go on to running the cables along here up to the top for the actual spotlights itself. So we're just going to take these covers off. This should reveal space to be able to run the cables up through here and in through where the heater matrix is. Okay. Right, that should be big enough. And what we'll do is we will just run this through here, hopefully. We'll go around and pull it from the other side. That is now ready for the cables. So what we'll have to go and do is that on the actual lights themselves, they're bare cables, so we'll have to go away and quickly solder these together, and then we'll come back. So what we'll do is we'll just tin the ends of these cables just now. These up. It's not the best of soldering irons, to be honest. Sorted. So what we'll do, get some heat shrink. Probably about that much. I've only got red, so sadly black will also be red. Put that over there. I'll just solder these two together. Snip that excess end off. The worst solder I've probably ever done, but I don't have my proper tools. So put that there, and then get this to shrink over, and then I'll do the other three, so it's all taped up and sealed. So we'll go back over, and we're just going to basically put the lights there on the tractor. So what we'll do is we'll bore a 8mm hole in there, bolt it on, and then connect everything up. So we'll just go and do that just now. What we'll do is we'll put the washer, the compression ring, to save it from getting loose. Pop that through there, and we'll get there. We'll get the nut in there. Screw it into there. Quite fitly. We'll just connect this, goes into a little wee nut that slides back and forth to allow you to basically position it. So I'll just hook that in just now. It'll be a little bit difficult because I can't really see. Actually got it first time. So that's that on. And that should be that all hooked in. Place this just now actually while we're here. So this is just the gauze for the heaters inside. Sorry, we'll go and do the other side. So it's these all connected. I think they actually look quite tidy, to be honest, and it's kind of hidden all the cables and the brackets. So what we'll go and do is we've just got a little bit of wiring in here to complete, and then we'll actually be able to put them on. So we're all connected here, and we're all connected up there. So we'll just put all this back on. Tighten this down. Tighten this side down. And then the exhaust slides back on. So in here we've run the cable from the switch up out the dash. It will get tie wrapped in there, but I need to make a bracket just so it's hidden. Cable runs up the side of the heater matrix wire, pipe all the way up into there, and it goes out to lights as I mentioned. So we'll just go and test it just now. Ignition on and lights on. So you can see power there. And here we go, look at that. So what we'll actually do, we'll just go and turn the lights off so you can see how bright they are. So that's way better. So we'll just do a comparison. So lights on, lights off, and then what we'll do is we'll put the normal lights that would be on. So that's the normal lights, and as you can see it doesn't do very much at all. Keep the lights on. The main light's on. We'll just turn this off, save running the battery. That. And the last test up is that we'll turn the ignition on, turn the lights on, and then turn the ignition off, and it works perfectly. Ignition on, ignition off. So, in my mind, I think that's a success. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye from Windfold Farm.